Hi Max, thank you for tuning in. My WhatsApp thing just went off really loudly. I don't need that. We'll close it. It's Kate asking if I feel sick. Why would she ask that? I don't feel sick. Not yet. I'll feel sick after VR. A little bit. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's try and get a bit comfortable. Okay. In my spare time, I've been making some little missions that are like simple. Simple but hopefully like engaging enough, even though I know mostly, what's going to happen in the missions. But they should still be like quick enough that we can be like, they're good to stream and we can enjoy them, and there can be some varied kind of action. Because we had like a randomly generated mission thing that I found online, and it works okay, but you just run the risk of it kind of being too easy or just boring. So yeah, it'd be really good if DCS had like a proper randomly generated campaign thing, which is what all the old flight sims used to have. Oh, my cable is stuck on something. I think it's stuck on the chair. One sec. Ooh, ow. Fucking about with this headset thing. Okay. Oh, hi Dan. Hello. Nice of you to be here. So for the mission ideas, I just went through the wiki for old Ace Combat games and basically stole the text and the mission ideas for like early Ace Combat missions. And then changed the names out for these real air bases and stuff that are in the Caucasus region. So, let me look at my phone because it went off again. No, it was just a news story. It's really pointless. So last time we played, I think only Leo watched, we took off from our airbase, Sanaki, and we got, as like a big bombing mission was taking place, and we had to shoot down the bombs and stuff. So now we're going to take off with some Su-17s, which are some crappy old, like late 60s I think, attack aircraft. And we're going to kind of retaliate against the nearby airbase where there's some bombers based. So we'll take off west and go along the coast and follow the Su-17s and just fight anything that tries to fuck us up. But we'll have rockets as well. So once we get to the airbase, if the Su-17s are safe, or even if they're not, we can join in and just deal some damage to all the kind of stuff that's at the airbase, which is like bombers on the ground and just also fuel and ammo dumps and stuff like that. So I think we're all on the same radio to make life simple. I think the Su-17s are on the same radio channel as well, and we are base is 261. And I think we're 305. I'll just check. All the fun of flight sims. You get a look at radio signals. Yeah, we are 305. And so the SU-17s. I feel like, do I need that many rockets? We might be pretty shit in an air-to-air battle with that many rockets. I might get rid of some. Come on. I can't see my keyboard, so I'm just gonna have to feel around. Escort. No, actually, I'll have them on the inboard. I think having them in more inboard, closer to the centre of the aircraft, should be better, I think. That's my logic anyway. Make sure all these guys are the same. Oh no, there's only 2 of us. It's a small mission. Yeah, I think because we're just in a supporting role with these rockets, so I don't want to be overburdened with 4 sets of whatever it was, 19 rockets. I think that's a bit unnecessary. Senaki Kolki is my favourite persona from SMT. What's SMT? Senaki Kolki. That's my impression of the radio. The man on the radio. Where's the runway? Oh, there's the SU-17 is already on the runway. And you can probably just jump onto the runway there. But with rockets and fuel tank, that might not be the safest thing to do. So we should probably go around this way. So our engines will already be on when we start this mission, but there might be some other stuff that I need to work out. For example, yeah, my flares aren't on, and I think that's it. Let's put my lights on, and beacon, and then we'll turn the flares on. And we'll turn... Oh, radar's on standby, that's fine. Off they go. Taking off in pairs. Oh, cool. The SU-17s, because in the American forces in the simulator don't really have many old aircraft, but the Ukrainians and the Russians do, so we're using Ukrainian SU-17s, hence that a Ukrainian man on the radio then. Is the game too loud? That's what I'm wondering. It feels a bit too loud to me. It feels too loud in my head anyway. The engine's like drowning my thoughts out. Let me peek at my keyboard. Trying to do two things at once. Right, let's go form up with those guys. Set the trim, raise the nose. Everything else is as it should be, I think. Okay, we're good to go. We're in the air. Let's go link up with those Su-17s. Make sure the fuel is balanced correctly. So I was just putting this warning receiver in search mode so we can get pings of any radar. The ping behind us is two pings, I think. I can't read them because they're overlapping, but they'll be that ping will be radar at the airbase that we just took off from, and also the radar of AWACS, which is an airborne radar who hopefully will talk to us on the radio later about spotting enemy aircraft that take off. Now we just need to catch up to these guys, but they won't be going very quickly, I don't think. I can't remember what altitude they're going to fly at. Maybe like 9,000 feet or something like that. Probably not very high.
Wizard, passing waypoint 2 at 9,000.
That's the AWACS. So he's reaching his orbit point now where he'll just sit tight and let us know what's going on in the mission. I don't think I have anything else to sit on to change while we're in the air now. We just have to fly to target. I'm going to set up the map because it's all zoomed in really tight. I just want it set up so we can see the whole area. There we go. Oh shit! And that's the other problem with messing with the map. Is you don't really have a fucking clue what the plane's doing. But we're okay now. We can sit back and relax. There's our wingman catching up with us. That's a MiG-19's radar. So we have MiGs on the way. So what we're going to do, when we get a bit closer,
Wizard, pop-up group 311435 at 1,500 knots.
once we get a bit closer, we'll drop our tank, which is our centerline extra fuel tank on the exterior of the plane.
Wizard, passing
Gives us
waypoint 3 at 11,000.
a bit of extra fuel to get to the base, and we'll drop that in a moment because it weighs us down a lot. Because we're going to be engaging in some air-to-air. Although the air-to-air guys are probably going to go for the Su-17s first because it's their job to kind of defend their airbase.
Wizard, bra 30.
Yeah, the Allied flight's already dealing with them, so we need to get as close as we can. You see them breaking off now ahead of us, so those MiGs are going to be not far ahead. 23 miles.
Uzi 11, Wizard, bra 310421 at 6,000.
Let's turn our lights off. Don't need to give ourselves away. The MiG-19 that we'll be dealing with is a bit of an older plane than ours, but it'll be good in a tight fight. Right, let's drop this tank. We'll arm our missiles. And here we go. But the big problem now is going to be identifying the targets. We have to get close enough and make sure we're picking up MiG-19s and not Su-17s. Yep, there's one, for example. Flight, engage.
Flight, engage bandits.
Engage bandits. Two got one, which is nice. Let's see this, guys. Oh shit, there's the fight. Let's see what this is. That's an Su-17. Well, it's really hard to get an ID on who these people are. Let's see his. That's my wingman. Let's support him in this fight. Who's this? This might be a MiG. Yep, shit, that's a MiG. We're on him. Whoa, that's wingman. Oh, we're really heavy for this fight compared to what we should be. Let's see where he goes. Here we go. It's not nice flying with these rockets on our wings. I kind of regret them. At least we don't have as many of them as I thought we might. He's above us. We're too slow. Can't see him anymore, which isn't great, but we do have a lot more speed now, which is good. Right, as long as our wingman's dealing with him, we might be okay. I might just head on to see what's at the airbase. I hope our wingman can deal with that. This is the enemy airbase. We'll turn off our missiles for a second. And we'll turn on our rockets and see what's at this dang airbase. That's what's at the airbase. A gun shooting at us. Where are these other bandits? That's what I don't know. Because I don't see them. There's this gun shooting at us, we'll see if we can get it. Hopefully that fucked him up. Well, we're nearly out of rockets now, which is a good thing. I kind of want to get rid of them, and then we can join them with the attack on the enemy aircraft if we can. There's another gun shooting there. That's wingman. Alright, we can get rid of our rockets now. It's so hard doing this stuff when you're in a rush. Let's see if we can strafe some of the bombers. I wonder though. I know one of the guns is still up. I do wonder what happened to the other fighters, but it seems like, based on the map, that most stuff is dead. That tone then was the missiles locking onto the sun, which isn't what I want. I guess this guy, this will be one of our SU-17 buddies, I suppose.
Flight. Engage targets of opportunity.
Man, the plane feels so much zippier now. We've got half as much fuel. The rockets are gone. It's like, oh yeah, this is what the plane is supposed to feel like. And it's not bad. One thing the AI is quite bad at in general is dealing with like ground targets, it seems, unless they're like specific threats like tanks or AAA. Like these SU-17s have been circling this. Nice. That was cool. Hey, there we go. Killed one of the bears. One of the big bombers. Keep an eye on the fuel. So this has been a little bit uneventful. Well, I don't know, we had a bit of a duel with a MiG that we kind of just gave up on. But it went okay. And we're getting to do some fun little strafing runs. It's a nice warm-up, we'll call it that. We'll do another couple of strafes, and then I can't be arsed going back to base. Which is, oh shit! I thought he was dead. Caution. That's a caution for what? We don't have an engine fire, I don't think. The left engine is dead, I think. Yeah, we're losing like loads of fuel. Oh, the engines have died. That's funny. Right, let's see if we can land on a road. That'll be fun. After me saying the mission was so easy. It's just that that AAA didn't fire for ages. That's really funny. Yeah, that's both engines fully dead. Let's see if we can put down on the road. Thankfully we're in like a really flat, nice area. But we could do with getting past this bend in the road. Because we're coming down pretty hard now. Oh, we're okay. We're okay, guys. We survived to fight another day.
Flight RTB.
Yeah, you can RTB, that's fine. Let's what are all these? Fuel low. Yep. I can see that. Yeah, basically the generator's died, I think. So, I'll look at all detail back here. I mean, the plane doesn't look so bad. Really? It kind of looks fine. Let's have a look at the exterior view, shall we? Okay, it got a bit pepper beef. Weirdly, none of that texture is visible from the exterior, but oh well. Man, okay, never mind. Ugh. Right, I'll give my head a rest for a second. And then we can look at the the after action report for that beautiful attempt. Oh, and I can look at chat as well. Oh, you actually did mean Shin Megami Tensei. Persona. Why is there a Persona that sounds like it's called Sanaki Kolki? Our favourite airbase. Alright, let's see what happened here. This is just taking off. Yeah, I think the attack aircraft defended themselves, killed one of the MiGs. Then our wingman killed a MiG. I think there should have been 3 of those MiG-19s. Oh, the other one got hit by rock cannon fire. Let's see what else. I just fucked up a bomber on the ground. That was my amazing contribution. Target. Concrete wall 01. That's probably me, let's be honest. Oh, so I did hit one of the ZU-23s with, and I did hit concrete wall 01. Ah, my nemesis. Yeah, so I thought I took out, that's the AAA that I thought I killed. Oxygen system, total failure. Oh. Rome 2, total failure. Okay. That's fine. Right, shall we do the next mission? I'm gonna get a glass of water. I'll be back in a second. And then we can try the next thing. Okay, one sec. Okay, we're back. And we're ready to do it all over again. No, not literally all over again. I'm not going to do that mission. I think one of the things that went wrong with that mission's planning, which I can change in later missions if we're flying like similar distances, is I should have allowed the Su-17s to form up over the airfield before we started. Because I thought I'd be able to catch them up in time before engaging anything. But they were like 5 miles ahead or something, maybe a bit more, maybe even like 10 miles, when they started engaging the MiGs. So they had to defend themselves, which was like the whole point of our mission, was to defend them. But oh well. You live and learn. Okay. Headset's back on. Let's try and get it comfy. So, this time, there's a big early warning radar battery on the mountain range to the north. And there's a spelling error where it says facilities instead of facilities. We have to destroy the facilities, thereby blinding the enemy and hiding our movements. Although I feel like something isn't set up correctly in the mission. Yeah, it's not. Where's the player aircraft? That's not it. Okay, one sec. How silly. No, this is the wrong one. Yes, that'll be why. That just needs to be set to player. Okay. So this is a well prepared, very serious and professional stream. Right, there we go. All the objects and stuff's loaded now. So we head north, 70 miles to the target, which is like double what we did last time. But that's fine because last time we basically were just in contact with the enemy almost immediately. And we're going to be at pretty high altitude, so we have to be really careful about fuel this time to get to that altitude and do the 140 mile round trip. So we're going to have the same amount of rockets as last time, but you know we're going to be the main force this time. We've got 3 wingmen instead of 1. And basically, so we're going to go and attack this radar base at the mountain. So everything can be a bit more leisurely now, because we don't have to catch up to those Su-17s, which we failed to do anyway. Oh, it's very bright today. It's very, very bright. I think we can do something about that. That's a bit better. And we're going to do the startup procedure this time as well, which is always nice. So first thing, batteries come on, which gives us all these warnings and stuff that we will ignore for now, because they don't mean anything. You can hear the battery coming on. Well, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but you can hear the electrical power kind of like spooling up. Then we put the generators on for each engine, and we have the fuel pumps into each engine turned on. Now we will turn on the radio.
can't be asked.
Contacting the tower just to ask for permission to start my plane. It's a bit pointless. It's just there for the immersion. The immersion.
Chief, connect ground air supply. Copy. Ground air supply is now connected.
So we have an air supply applied
Chief,
to the
apply
engine,
ground air supply.
which creates, I don't even know the technicality of it, but it basically allows us to be able to even start up the engine. Modern aircraft can do this themselves somehow. I don't know how. So you can see now that in the left engine we have some RPM, which means we can start the left engine. There she goes. I'll just wait for that to spool up a minute.
Chief, disconnect ground air supply.
Now you can connect it again
Copy.
and do the exact
Ground air supply is now disconnected.
yes, and then do the exact same to the right engine. But if you've got a throttle that's split like it is in the real aircraft, which I do, thankfully, if you apply the brakes, which are down here, you can see my feet moving. You can bump up the left engine, and it basically applies air into the right engine via kind of like the same process. They call it like air bleeding or something, but I can't remember the proper term for it. We don't want to let the afterburner turn on though, but we do have to bump up the engine really high, like 99% basically. And then I should be able to there we go. Right engine's working now. Cracking open the right throttle. Bring the left down, which he does without his hand, amazingly. And there we go, right engine's up as well. Now, anti-ice on, especially because we're going to be flying very high up. Pitch dampers, flares are on. Put the engine radar on standby, but we need to get going because it overheats if you're not in the air. I think that's most things. Turn on our lights. Oh, turn on the oxygen, that'd be good. Normal oxygen, please, not 100%. Master for the IFF is on. Don't need any lights on, floodlights or anything. Other stuff to do with the fuel we leave till we're in the air. All these settings are correct, I think. Which means we can now reset the caution. We don't have any cautions, so we can reset the caution. And now we can get going.
Wizard passing waypoint 2 at 9,000. 2, rolling. 3, rolling.
This is quite a fast taxi. It's probably kind of illegal to some extent. It's like fucking Tokyo Drift taxiway. Vulcan cannon, anti-air defense. Okay, here we go. And one last thing, we'll sort out the map. So we're heading up here to Bulls. So the heading is what was it, 017 or something instead? Anyway, it's pretty much north, and we'll be able to find it fairly easily anyway. Put the nose strut up so the whole aircraft raises up a bit. We're pretty heavy, so see this little dial going up here? This is the pitch trim, so it adds pitch into the stick to help us take off more easily. Set the flaps to the correct setting. Great. Okay, I think we're good to go. Come on, baby. Man, she's really heavy. Like, disgustingly heavy. This feels awful. It's like a truck. But we'll be glad to have the fuel when it comes to it. I'm going to do a bit of a loop of the airbase to give our guys a chance to catch up with us, because I don't want to get like halfway to the target and not have any supporting wingmen. And while we're in this little turn, we can sort out the fuel. So there we go. So that's the pylon fuel turned on. So it'll start using fuel from the pylons, which are those big tanks there, before it uses anything else. Then we can swap to the centre tank after that. And then when they're done, you can drop them on you know, a town or whatever else is underneath you. The aircraft will get a bit less sluggish and feel better in general the higher we get, because air is obviously thinner as you get higher, which isn't great for the engines, but because it puts so much little stress on the airframe in comparison, it's actually much more fuel efficient to be higher up. And our speed will increase quite a bit once we get higher up, even though we do have the weight. And the whole time, of course, we will be losing fuel, which is what we want. So we will have to deal with some fighters once we get close to the target, which is all the way over there, in those beautiful mountains. Which I think is what that S is. I think that S is our target. It shows how long range this radar is, because it's already picking us up. And we're already picking it up. And we've got another 10,000 feet climbing to go. We're at 12,000, and we need to be at about 22. I forgot to do a couple of things actually. This is going to be no use to us now. Because we forgot to uncage it. I can't be asked explaining what that is, but we won't need it anyway. The weather's fine. We'll be fine flying like this. So we'll get that S nose on, and then that's basically going to be our bearing. Yeah, there's another radar. I'm going to have to keep an eye out for a warning here, because we'll get a warning once our fuel tanks on our wings are empty, and then we can get rid of them. Put our mirrors on. And put the sight on, as you can see there. And while we're at it, we'll get the jettison for the tanks ready. So those are the positions of the tanks. Jettison select, and then we just press that red button there to get rid of them. Alright, I need to keep climbing and head for these mountains. I'm kind of tense actually. I might just double back a bit actually. Oh guys, still haven't rejoined. Yeah, they're all the way over there still. So we'll just do another gentle little turn. Try not to lose any altitude or too much speed while we're doing it. But I don't want them to have to be like on full afterburner using loads of fuel because they're so desperate to catch up with me either. Need them to be in fighting shape when we get there as well. And we'll turn back slowly now. Alright, I think we'll turn the radar on. Here we go, they're nearly in formation. And man, that's our target over there. I thought that was a cloud, it's so high up. I might even need to get more altitude than I thought. Okay, that's one of our tanks done, I think. Yep, external side tanks empty. There they are. There they go. Now we'll use the centre tank. And we're a bit lighter now, we'll get a bit more speed, find it easier to climb, etc, etc. Now we can turn the caution off. And we've got spikes for 19s, I think. So more MiG-19s, same fighter that we fought in the last mission. So we might have to deal with those when we get to the target. Oh shit, yeah, they're really high up as well. We'll have to get a bit of that altitude as well. which might mean, because I forgot to do a couple of things when we started up the aircraft. I think my altimeter might be wrong by, I don't know, could be a few thousand feet. Alright, we're gonna have to deal with these guys now. Okay, time to fight. Let's see if we can get this guy. We've still got our rockets though, that's the only problem. So we're really heavy still, and we're way too high for this fight. Trying to look for MiGs, not F-5s. My speed is just awful. It's like flying a plane that is not designed to fight like this at all, even though obviously it is. But not maybe just this idea I have for designing missions where I have rockets and I'm supposed to fight in an air-to-air battle just can't happen. Which means I might have to rethink some of the missions that I've begun to design. Yeah, that's a MiG. Let's see if we can try and follow this guy a little bit at least. There we go. Okay, I immediately lost that guy. Oh no, we lost a guy. Oh shit. That was a missile right behind me. I only just saw it last minute. God, it's a good thing I turned around. Okay, at least 3 got a shot off. That's a good start. Yeah, what have we got here? Oh no, 3 got fucked. Oh no, my missile's not armed. Oh shit, what have I done? That can't be on, that's what it is. Die, motherfucker. That's probably not going to hit him. I was extremely optimistic. But you never know, maybe he's an idiot. Oh shit. Oh my god. That guy was right behind me and I didn't have any clue. Woo! Where's my keyboard? Wow. Okay, that's weird. That's like my body. Well, we got completely fucked up. Really badly. Oh, the explosion noise is really creepy. Well, it's a long way home now, boys. And here's me. Look at them go. Cocky little bastards. And here's me. With my badly textured body. Oh. Well, that wasn't very good, was it? Ugh. This is the biggest problem, I think, in general, with like the flight sim stuff, is just... I mean, I guess it's the same with any kind of game. But it's not designed. Well, no, so this is the problem specific to flight sims. Problem specific to like any game is when you're bad at it, it's not very good. And it takes a lot of practice. And it reminds me of Tekken in some ways like that. Like, you just have to get better until it becomes enjoyable. But the problem that this game, or flight sims in general, have is like nothing is designed. There's no game side to it, if you know what I mean. And balancing that for people who like aren't good at it is really difficult. Even if you're the person making the mission, for example, like I made that mission, completely misunderstanding how badly the aircraft handles when it's weighed down with even just 2 sets of rockets, for example. Like, it feels like an aircraft where you go and do a ground attack mission, and if you get engaged in an air thing before that happens, you just jump, you drop all the bags, because that plane cannot handle even... MiG-29s are agile little things, but you know, they're quite outdated compared to an F-5, and they fucked me up badly, so that didn't go very well. So I'm thinking we need to rethink some mission designs. Like, we should probably just escort aircraft that are doing the ground pounding, as they call it, because you can't do both, it turns out, which is kind of a shame, because it means the missions we can design are kind of limited. Like, you either do ground pounding where you don't have to worry about fighting MiGs, or you fight the MiGs after the ground pounding is done, or you do one or the other. That guy got good guns on me though. It was funny. Now I'm thinking. Okay, I feel like this one we can do. It's literally just a ground, just a anti-air thing There's not going to be carrying huge rocket pods or anything like that. We're just going to have yeah, we'll have the fuel tanks that will drop, and just the air-to-air missiles. Okay, we'll try this one instead, shall we? Ooh, put the headset back on. It's not so, I think I've managed to make it a bit more comfortable today. Not so in pain. So, what this mission is we want to kill transport planes that are going to be taking troops in for what is going to be like the staging for a big attack against us. So our main mission is to kill the transport aircraft, which will be escorted, of course, but we can deal with the escorts if we can after killing the transport planes. So we need to kind of hit them as fast and as hard as we can. Bit of a cheeky quick takeoff. We'll just cycle around again. So that our flight has a chance to kind of merge up. But we've got a lot of altitude that we need to get. And the plane feels like incredible compared to the last mission. It's so light. It's nice. Alright, so we've got to get quite a lot of altitude. But that's fine, we're quite light. We've got the throttle, like, nowhere near as... Okay. So we've got the throttle open way less than we did for the last flight. And we're still going faster, losing way less speed, and climbing faster. It feels wonderful. I wish, that is another thing I need to think about when designing these missions is, I thought the guys would merge up a lot faster than they do. I might have to slow down a bit actually, just so they can merge up. Oh, we actually have a radar contact. Our old school F-5 radar actually doing its job. I think I can see them. Here we go. 20 miles away. Right. Here we go. I think they just fired a missile. Yep, they did. That is one problem, we're against MiG-21s. and they have radar missiles, which we do not. Check 6, keep checking 6. Who's this? I can't tell. Someone behind me. That's only 21 behind me. There's a mid. Boom, boom, boom. You're dead. Let's see who's up ahead. Let's see who's behind. That's a MiG. He's on R6. Clouds. There he is. Here we go. Where is he? There he is. Oh shit, there he is. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I need more energy. Let's see if we can get behind this hill a bit. He's in the clouds. He's coming right at us. Good. 2. Alright, I've killed 1. 2's killed 1. There should be 2 left. Is that him? I think he lost track of me. That's him. Let's get a bit closer. No rush. Oh shit, that's another one. Shit. Shit. Oh, I thought I might have got rid of that. Oh, that's a shame. I think one of our guys got the Oh good, one of our guys went and actually took out 2 of those. Which is good. Oh no, there's only one of our guys left. Let's see how our guy does. He's out of missiles, I think. Is there anyone behind him? It's 2 versus 1. He's in a good position. You shouldn't chase a MiG-21 like that, really. The MiG-21 is much better in the vertical than the F-5 is. Anyway, let's not watch the AI for half an hour. Oh, that was a shame. I really wanted to chase the guy who was ahead of me, and I got sloppy. I kind of got too complacent. We owned one of them. One of them got owned, which was good. Ugh. 1 sec, I need to rest my head and my eyes. Ugh. Why is Rob saying thief plane? What's that in reference to? I feel like furballs like that, little knife fights with other aircraft. Maybe we should be doing more stuff like that, just like instant kind of practice. Because sadly, I'm not very good at this. So, if we're doing these missions that take ages to like set up, where we have to keep taking off and keep forming up with our wingmen and all that shit, it takes too long. So, and I'm not going to play for much longer. But yeah, plane deathmatch. We'll do a little plane deathmatch now, shall we? This is as good a place as any, I guess. I've not actually got the headset on my head at the moment. I mean, it's on my head, but it's not over my eyes. Okay, Olger. Thank you for joining in. I'll just set up a... Sorry. I know, I'll set up a little thing now. I can probably do like another 45 minutes maybe at most, but I get... It's mostly that my head and my head and my eyes get tired. I will... Right, I'll just set up a quick thing now. Instead of a 1v1, we'll do a proper 4v4 thing. There's this weird visual bug in VR where this view flickers. I assume you guys can see that as well. Aim 9B. Aim 9B. Oh, the GAR. the GAR 8. Oh, that's like really old school AIM-9s that can't even lock on from the front or anything. Let's do the most modern AIM-9s. I mean, that this plane can have. So at least we've got the best. You know, not to make us better than the enemies, but just so that we've got like something actually decent to fight with. Oh, we can be the Japan Self-Defense Air Force. Let's be proper weebs. Do I want fuel that high? Let's just take a bit of the fuel off, like as if we've been flying for like some time into the and we've like dropped our tanks and stuff. We won't take chaff. We'll just take flare, and we'll keep high explosive because we're only going to be dealing with planes, not anything else. Change this to player. Sorry if the view is just like flailing around because, like I said, I'm not wearing this. I'm just looking at my computer monitor, but with the Rift like sat on my head because I can't be arsed wearing it at the moment. Tons of flare. Oh my god, the rats are fighting. It's like really loud. Hey, stop it! Stop being naughty. Boys. Quit it. Get off him. Get off him. No, don't. You just get down. You're such a wuss. Sorry about that. Mad Dog Majima, our naughtiest rat, had like pinned down one of the others, and I had him upside down, and he was screaming. You don't hurt him, but the other one's just a wuss, and Majima likes to beat him up. Right, where were we? So we'll have 4 guys. We'll have one of them can be good. He's our shitty wingman. He's not very good. Pilot 3 can be high as hell. No, it's pre eye patch Majima. He's not that crazy. Pilot 2, he's our boy. He can be excellent. Rats in the hangar. Oh yeah, because I was wearing the thing on my head when I went down to get the rats, wasn't I? So was the what did the view look like? Altitude. We'll do 20,000 feet. Start at 375 knots. You know, nautical knots. What every logical person would want to understand airspeed in. We'll start 20 miles away, so we've got a chance to think. Miles. And then USA F-5. No, not F-5, Russia. And we'll have them in the MiG-21. And then going in a North Korean camo. 2016 North Korea. Dang. Okay. Yeah, North Korea versus Japan. Give them a bit less fuel. Same as us. Yeah, you can't change chaff and flare. Interesting. No, why did it change to a vegan? Okay, apparently a MiG-21 isn't allowed to do a fighter sweep. Like, it's just not listed. Okay, we'll put them on. You can intercept them. We'll call it that. Same difference. North Korea. Air-to-air guns, I guess. A bit less fuel. Okay, we'll have the wing. We'll have the leader of the group. The leader of the group can be high skill, and you can be shitty, and then the other two guys can be good. Alright, so one big thing with the MiG-21 is its loadout is quite a bit more complex and modern than the F-5. We just get 2 heat-seeking air-to-air missiles, and they get 2 heat seekers and 2 short radar guided missiles as well. Although actually, for the purposes of this, for the purposes of this, we'll make it a bit simpler. We'll just give them 4 air-to-air missiles, but it's still 2 more than us. Oh, for fuck's sake. Very short range, infrared. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's like, oh, well, who cares? Never mind. Very short range. Very short range. It saved them in the wrong slot. Oh well, doesn't really matter. Right, we're nearly done, honest. We're nearly done with the boring bit. We'll just set them to 20,000. They can start at 400 knots, a bit faster than us. It's a faster aircraft. I kind of wish I was flying the MiG-21 now, except it's a bit more of a... From what I understand, it's a bit harder to fly in some ways. Attack group. Group is us. We're just called new airplane group. That's fine. I can't be else saving this properly. Weather. Nice summer day. Some cloud. Some wind. Just knock all that down a bit. So it's a simple flight. 1st of June, why not 2011? Doesn't make any sense. Start at midday, why not? Everything as simple as possible. In fact, F5, instant, furball. I don't know why they call something like this a furball. Or a knife fight is the other one, when it gets too close. Oh, we could have some music for this, couldn't we? Right. Let's search for some ye olde Ace Combat music. We'll have the volume low. Don't worry. Right, I'm just gonna go pop to the toilet quickly. I'll be back in like 30 seconds, and then we can get owned. We can get colossally owned by these MiGs. Okay, back in a sec. Well, I left you with a nice view of the low texture, low poly, low resolution, textured hangar floor. Oh yeah, let's start the music. Fucking badass Ace Combat music. Cheesy guitar solo. Serious stuff. Is the volume of it okay? Let's work that out. Can you hear me okay? Actually, I'll be leaning back like this when I'm in the cockpit. Hopefully that's okay. Synchronized. Wee. It's a little quiet. Okay, I'll put it up a tiny bit. Okay, that'll do. Whether it's too quiet or not, it's fine. Fucking doing alt-tab shit while looking. This is taking a while to load. Okay, there we go. Well, this isn't the right altitude. Oh shit. Why'd the Oculus... Huh? Oh my god, the game crashed. While we had our sick music on. No! Oh well, let's just boot it up again. Man. I can hear the weird Oculus Rift music in the background. Where's DCS? I just booted it up and it like didn't start. Oh, here we are. Okay. Jeez Louise. Jeez. We can also look at why we were at the wrong altitude. Because I'm sure I set that correctly. Oh, great. There was 0 missing. Altitude? It's the ladies' altitude. The Galdamtitude. Okay. Whoa, whoa, ho, 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 ho. Woo! That's my neck. Thank you. My head is back on top of my neck. Okay. Here we go. Oh, look at my Japanese wings. Let's go, boys. Oh my god, have we killed them all? Okay, maybe we should use the F-5s that can't do frontal attacks, the ones that only hit from the rear, because well, that was over pretty quickly. Is this an F5? Or a MiG? Or is everyone already dead? He was right below me then? And now I've lost track of it, which is bad. There's someone down there, but I don't know who he is. Oh shit. Okay. Wherever it was. Did he crash, or did a missile near him crash? Right, great. So, this is the other problem. Is everything is either way too easy or way too hard. I think everyone's dead. Let me just check who this guy is. Yeah, I get the impression that everyone's dead. Yeah, great. Okay. One slight adjustment to make. So that we get an actual merge and not whatever that shit was. Use older aim 9s. I know, we'll use the shittest aim 9s. The really shitty ones. And then we'll give these guys kind of their shittiest missile as well. Which is like one of the earliest ever heat-seeking missiles. Okay. Okay. Alright. Oh, bye Max. I'm glad you tuned in. You tuned in for like the whole thing. It's really cool. Thank you. I hope it was enjoyable for you. Also, it says no film because there's supposed to be like gun camera film in there for, I assume, for like looking at after action reports and stuff. For some reason, whenever you start a mission where the aircraft is already set up, it always says no film. But if you start a mission where you have to start the aircraft up yourself, the film is always there. I have no idea why. I don't know if it's just a bug. Anyway, Look at those old school ass aim 9s. I wish I didn't put the music on now because it's like stressing me out. Maybe it'll feel more cool when we get in the fight. Right, we should only be able to attack aircraft now that are actually behind us. Alright, here's my guy. Here's all I want to get. Man, yeah, these missiles suck. Oh my god, they don't maneuver at all. It's awful. Got a hit, got a hit. I have no missiles left now, but that's okay. This is what we wanted to do. We wanted a real fight. Oh, they're so much better in the vertical than our planes are. That was an F-5 flying past. Oh my god, he bailed out. Did he? Wait, flares came out. Oh, his flares must have been set to like a automatic system. Man, cheeky. It's like a trick me. Right, let's see who we can find. Oh god. Someone died. Let's see who we got. Anyone left? Okay. I don't know if there's any MiGs left. No, there is a MiG left, apparently. Oh shit. Yeah, 2 just got killed, or 4 just got killed. Three guys here. That looks like a MiG. Yep, that's the MiG. Don't want to lose sight of him. I can just about see him. I don't know which one's which now. Who's who? That's the MiG. Is it? Yeah, it is. Come on. Oh look, it's like fucking Top Gun. I'm supporting my wingman as he tries to go in for the kill. Get out of the way, Maverick, I've got the shot! Oh no, I don't. He does. Oh, good job. Oh, this is fucking cool. Fucking hell, yeah, that's so cool. Oh, sick. The anime boys did it. Man, that was really good.
Flight, join up.
Oh, only 2 of us left. In the end, I think. Yeah, man. Let's have to look at the after action report. Because the thing is, you don't get the eject call if the guys just get killed like flat out, because obviously, well, they're, you know, dead in their cockpit. Okay, after action report. The Weeb boys did it. Those missiles are really shit. I think they're too shit to even use. I did fire them from slightly too close range. I was a bit like, well, one of them, range wasn't too close, but we were in the vertical, and they'd obviously don't have much power. The second one I did from slightly too close range, but like, the model was like drifting. The missile was at like a 45-degree angle, but still going straight. Like, it had just no power to maneuver at all. Yeah, really crap. So what happened? Let's see. Target. Yeah, one F-5 hit by one of their R-13s. Another F-5 hit by cannon. This F-5 got fucked up by me and the last guy. That one got hit by cannon again as well. Did any of our guys get a kill with a missile? I don't even think we did. Wow, yeah, that says it all. What a load of shit. Now I have something I want to try now. Let's do 1 F5. Moi. Do I have a Korean F5? Can I be a different country? Oh, cool. Okay. We'll have a Korean F5 for some reason. We'll have the AIM-9P, which I don't think they might be able to shoot a target from the front. The reason these old missiles, they can only shoot a target from behind, is because you're targeting the heat of the engine, basically. So they're just not able to do that from the front at all. The P5 obviously can, because when we tried that mission with the P5s, we just obliterated the MiGs like instantly. I think the P might be able to, but I don't think it's very good at it, so we'll take that. We'll take chaff and flare. No, fuck off. Take chaff and flare. Right, and we'll just be the one plane. And what we're gonna fight is the MiG-23, which is this ugly guy. Because it has much more modern medium long range radar guided missiles, so they'll lock onto my radar, to my radar signature, the shape of my aircraft itself, and these old missiles require guidance from the aircraft that fired them, so he can't fire the missile and then just turn around and do whatever he wants. He has to maintain lock on me the whole time, which changes how the fight will go. So we'll just have one. We'll have him on high skill. And I want to see if I can get close enough to him that we can actually have a fight. He's also got 4 of the short range air-to-air missiles as well. But he will be heavy, so we'll have that against him. But yeah, so at the start of the fight, he's going to have BVR training, beyond visual range. Oh, we'll give him a bit more space as well. I think these... actually, I think these might only have a range of like 10 miles or 15 miles effective. We'll give him a bit more space. We'll start him at like 35 miles out. And we'll see if we get severely owned. Oh, fucking hell. My hair's really getting in the way of the headset. Let me text my wife back. That'd be nice. Right. Let's get my thing on. So a lot of the logic with these missiles is, assuming he fires at me from absolute maximum range, which he'll probably do because he's AI, the missile shouldn't be that hard to defeat. The big thing to do is kind of like not panic, basically. We should be able to defeat it fairly easily. He's only got 2 of them. The second one, when I'm closer, will be harder to defeat, but hopefully we'll be close enough that we'll be able to kind of like take the fight to him a little bit at least. So right, there he is. And we're going to want to have the chaff on and not the flares at the start. And he doesn't have me locked up yet, from what I can tell. But we need to be very cautious. There he is. Okay, he's not firing. Maybe this is because he's smart. Oh shit, or maybe he just never saw me. He fired like right when we were like, on top of each other. Right, I'm gonna have to turn flares on as well, because we're right near each other now. Although I have no idea where he is now, which isn't great. Shit. Oh shit, he got us. We're not dead though. Something might be on fire, but we're not dead. We still have power. There he is. And he will weigh a lot more than us. We should be much better at turning than him. Yeah, we're reeling him in. No, he's reeling us in. Or are we reeling him in? It feels like we're reeling him in. That shit, we're losing fuel really quickly. I don't know where he's gone now. And we're about to lose fuel in the right engine. So we're just going to fly with only our left engine for a minute. Oh shit. We dead. I'm kind of annoyed though, because that's not what I wanted to do. He didn't engage me. Ah, congratulations. Sergeant, you're going to want to see this. We got promoted to first lieutenant. Fantastic. And what did he fire at me? Yeah, so he only fired an R60 at me. He like never fired. He only fired a heat seeker at me. Come on, my dude. This was training for a reason. I'll put him on good. If he's on good, he might be more likely to use that missile sooner. Because I feel like... I don't know. Normally what you wouldn't do, if you respect your opponent at all, you wouldn't just shoot that missile at the furthest range possible. You want to save it for when it's actually going to be a bit more dangerous. But he just didn't fucking fire it at all until I was like right on top of him. What happened? Also asks. The crash was so sudden because I think his missile. He shot I looked to my right and just realised there was a missile trail like right next to me. So he shot a missile and it probably impacted the aircraft so hard, or hit the cockpit, that the pilot, as in me, just died like instantly. Yet again, he's not locking me up, it seems. Which is annoying. Yeah, this is really irritating. The whole point of this was I wanted to train. Like, I would have thought he'd be firing now, and I would be having to, woohoo, deal with it. And he's not doing shit. All he did was fire 2 air-to-air missiles at me in the last engagement. Well, okay. We'll just fucking fight him like a normal plane then. If he's gonna disrespect me so badly. Yeah, as if that's gonna hit. Oh, there he is. No shit. You dick. You prick. I don't get why he didn't do what I wanted him to do at all, basically. And then I know we put him on a slightly lower difficulty, but like his attempts to kind of like fight me, well, are kind of non-existent. Well. That was a bit easy. Right, maybe instead of this, file, new, yes. Venezuela. Okay. Now then. Blue F-5E. No. Let's be Venezuela. There's no Venezuela skin. The Canadians bought some F5s. I can't remember how they modified them or what different. I think they might have just been for training. And I believe they sold some to Venezuela. No, wrong button. Yeah, they sold. I think pretty sure Venezuela has like a handful of F5s, and you know, Trump wants to enact regime change in the area. Well, what does Trump want? Guy's a dumbass. But some people want to enact regime change in the area. So let's engage with okay, we'll say the only problem is I don't want to engage something with AIM 120s, which are the brand new, well, not brand new, but they're the most modern missile that they use. So for some reason, we shall say that they're using AIM 7s for some reason. You know, maybe they ran out of AIM 120s for some reason. Okay, let's try this. This might go so badly. But I'm just interested to see if I can logically fight an aircraft like this where I'm like massively outgunned. Alright, so F-18 off to my nose. Let's see what happens. He's not locking me up yet as far as I know. Let's put the shaft on. Okay, I just lost the F-18's lock. I think that's it though. It's a little dot there. Or maybe he's already fired at me and I just don't have a clue. To be safe, let's go like this. And then go like this. And then dump some chaff. And then go like this some more. Yeah, I think that black dot that just went past was a missile. Oh shit. There goes us. Now I wonder, as I spin around and throw up, now what I wonder about that was I had to try and identify those missiles visually. The whole point of the early warning radar receiver is that I shouldn't have to do that. It should beep at me. And the 18 was on the receiver the whole time, then disappeared, and then it fired 2 missiles, and I didn't get a warning for anything. So either the old ass receiver is just a piece of crap and you can't rely on it, or I don't know, it was at the wrong angle, or it broke, or something. And there we go. Where's the F-18? Did it crash? I never shot at it. Okay, that's weird. What happened to it? Yeah, and in the end, when it hit me as well, it just hit me with a sidewinder anyway. Okay, well it did shoot the AIM-7, which is the radar-guided missile. And I did dodge it, which I'm quite proud of. Oh, so that'll be why I didn't get a warning for the second missile, because we were already in Sidewinder range. But I didn't get a warning for the AIM-7 either, so oh well, that didn't go very well. We'll try it once more. And then I'll probably call it quits. Okay, good night, Olga. Thank you for tuning in. I'm just going to try this once more anyway and see what happens. The problem is, like, second guessing what the AI would do or should do and all that nonsense. Yeah, there we go. The RWR has just failed. When the F-18 is right on me. And while I was busy looking at it, there it fired that AIM-7 that just skirted past me straight away. Right, we managed to merge it. We're not dead yet. Oh my god, that made me feel really sick. I couldn't tell where I was at all. Oh fuck. We were doing okay, actually. If I had more flares, I probably would have been fine. But his AIM-9s are really maneuverable and powerful. They come at you really quickly, and his aircraft is so powerful in terms of being able to like maneuver as well. But you know, I'm flying like a 1975 aircraft versus an aircraft that is from the 80s, but was upgraded in like the late 90s, I think. So I'm basically flying against a completely modern, capable fighter jet versus my piece of shit from the 70s. I can deal with the long-range missiles fine though, which is kind of what I wanted to learn anyway. It just completely owns me when I get close to it anyway, because the jet is so, you know, just so much more advanced. But it means if I can fly against some Russian aircraft with long-range missiles that aren't that powerful in close range like that, like the F-18 is, I can probably hold my own, which is good to know. Right, I'm going to call it quits for tonight as well. I'm really knackered. That's a very long VR session, like over 2 hours, over 2 hours I think. Thank you for tuning in everyone. I'm probably just talking to myself now. But bye bye, and we'll fly again soon.